Clap, clap. All right, what's going on, y'all? Bryan Ford here, author of Pani Dulce, the Latin American baking book, New World Sourdough, you know what I'm saying? Catch me on Netflix, Blue Ribbon Baking Championship. But of course, the OG Wedgie, I'm here to do an episode of Recipe Club. It's in my blood to be here. So follow along with me. I'm about to make some pancakes. I'm about to win this episode. Is it even a competition anymore? I don't even know how the show works. I just showed up to make these pancakes, so we're gonna get started. Coffee's really good. The coffee's hidden. Good morning. Pancakes with maple brown butter, apples, and sesame praline. Yeah, so gotta preheat the oven. Ooh. Shit. Bake. Convection bake. Convection bake. Gotta get the air circulation. 325, 320. All right. So we're making this sesame praline, and I'm gonna bake it, cool it to where it gets hard, and then I'm gonna puree it into a paste. I don't know. Kind of feel like I should just make a paste from the start, but you know, that could end up in a disaster. All right, so butter, sugar, syrup, butter, in a small saucepan and place on medium heat. All right, sounds easy enough. Golden syrup. So what exactly is golden syrup? Y'all know what golden syrup is? I'm gonna taste it. Oh, damn. Yo, this golden syrup, yeah, this is delicious. So golden syrup is absolutely delicious. I don't know what this is, but I'm about to start buying this. Damn, that tastes really good. All right, so medium heat. All right, 25 grams of butter. How much we got here? 113 grams. Oh, I gotta put sugar in here too. Shit. Castor sugar. Which sugar? Castor sugar. Super fine castor sugar. And I'm just putting the pan on the scale because that's, you know what I'm saying, about to make it real easy. 25 grams of this butter. 30 grams, it's all good. 50 grams of golden syrup. Get that butter in there. Actually, I should put the castor sugar first. 50 grams of that. Oh, and I went up to 65. You know, and 50 grams of this. Look at that. Oh, that golden syrup is absolutely smooth. Look at that. What is this? Golden syrup. 50 grams on the dot. Overhead can. 50.0. Shit, it switched. 48. That's fine. Boom. We're going to medium heat. Look at that. Bing, bang. You know what I'm saying? Bring to a simmer, stirring occasionally. So we're going to stir this. Oh, that's nice. That's nice. That's because of the golden syrup. Look at that. Ooh, you want to play with me? Look at that. I'm already succeeding. I'm already doing something right. I'm gonna lower the heat a little bit. Add the warm sesame seeds. Why are they warm? The hell? Sesame seeds warmed in the oven. Damn. Shit. I gotta follow the recipe. Where are the sesame seeds at? Oh, I definitely don't even have 60 grams here. Let's see. Let's see. So that's 26 plus the 3 grams that was already in there. So that's about 30. Then we got 10. So I'm at 40. So I need 20 grams. 20 grams of sesame seeds. I got to ask myself if this step was worth it. Warming the sesame seeds. But I don't know how warm they got to be. All right, so, sorry, this is emulsified. We're waiting on the warm sesame seeds. Let me try to get ahead of what's to come after that. This is the kind of thing where it's like, I want to make pancakes, right? And pancakes is like, if this is a Mother's Day episode, you know, ain't no way I'm gonna do all this step on Mother's Day making this brittle thing, bro. No. You know what I'm saying? This is ridiculous. Apologies for the delay. Sesame seed delay here. My apologies. All right, here we go. Warm sesame seeds coming through. So now they're warm. I guess that makes a big difference here. So we're gonna put them in. That's absolutely bizarre that I just did that, man. I can't believe I just did that. I can't believe I just did that. Warmed up sesame seeds for 2 minutes. All right, here we go. So I got medium heat. Oh, and salt, 4 teaspoons. Add a little more salt, that's fine. Okay. And once that's added, I'm gonna put this into the oven. That looks about right. Here we go. So we're just gonna put this here, right on our baking mat. This is chill. I would do this for my mom. I'm just tripping. I would do this for my mom, for sure. This is not that difficult. I would cook this for my mom for sure. Smooth out with the back. So I'm assuming they wanted to kind of, I don't know how thick this should be. Maybe. It's so crazy. I'm just gonna break this apart and blitz it though. Still don't subscribe to that. I think this is good. Look at that. What do you think? This is good? Into the oven for 15 minutes. It seems as though we have to wait 20 minutes for this to bake. See, if I was writing this recipe, I'd be like, yo, while you're waiting 20 minutes, go do X, Y, Z. So that's that. Oh, I guess I could do the apples and just have them set aside. Great point. That's good. You know about that? Hot coffee. You can't drink cold coffee as your first coffee of the day, man. You gotta have a hot coffee sip like that, to start your day. So, what we doing here? Butter, apples, peeled, cored, and thinly sliced. I suppose I'll start there. I've never peeled an apple with one of these like horizontal peelers. It's okay, I'll just use a knife. This is the only peeler. This is a new sensation for me to use. I don't need the peeling police coming after me for this, all right? I don't need none of that shit. We out here just doing it. So these are maple brown butter apples. That sounds nice. Like if your mom waking up on Mother's Day and you tell her something about some maple brown butter apples, I think you're gonna succeed. All right, more than any other kind of thing that you could say. If you say something about pancakes and maple brown butter, you succeeded Mother's Day. That's all you got to do. You don't even need to get a gift. So that's why this recipe is on point. You're making it nice and warm and comforting. You know, you bring a stack to the bed with the tray. Bro, come on, son. It's simple, son. It's simple. And now we're gonna get into the coring element here. Now remember, I'm a baker, y'all. I ain't no chef, so don't be playing with my knife skills here. It is what it is. I get it how I live. I'm taking these apple peels. I'm gonna go and compost them. We ain't wasting them, right? We ain't wasting them. I do. Just do like that. And then I hit it. Then I just hit it there. And that's how I take the core out. You know what I'm saying? So that's how we doing it. We ain't doing nothing else. This heat is too high. Sweet. This is a lot of work. This is a lot of work. I'll tell you something right now. This is a lot of work. You know? Boom. Gonna rotate the praline situation. Ooh, that looks nice. It's spread out a little bit, so it's a little more thin. So that's pretty cool. This is an incredible amount of apples. What's the serving size on this? Serves 4. Okay. All right, serves 4, 3 per stack. So you're talking about 12 pancakes. So, 1 apple per dish, 4 apples. What's up? What's up? Very thin here. Wow, this is about to take a minute. But we gotta wait for that to cool anyway, so we got some time. So I hope y'all enjoy some apple slicing for the next 10 minutes. This coffee is good. So shout out to my wife also, because first time mom energy. I might not be paying attention to social media when this episode drops, but I will resurface. Anyway, okay, wow. Apples are all peeled, cored, and thinly sliced. So what are we doing with them? Oh, damn, that was hot. There we go. Look at that. Look at them. Jam them. It's got to rest for 20 minutes, I believe, so I'll set that to the side. The 60 grams of butter, and like, come on. 60 grams of butter is basically half of this. So that's probably 60 there. On medium-high heat. Once the butter starts to foam, we're gonna add apples, sugar, salt, and cinnamon. And we are adding a teaspoon of sugar, some salt, and some cinnamon. Okay, I'm gonna eyeball those for sure. So we're gonna get the butter to start foaming, which is that's a weird thing to say about butter once it starts to foam. I'm gonna add some sugar. I actually need some sugar in my coffee. So the butter's foaming, it's definitely foaming. We don't want it to brown though. Wait, speaking of brown, where's the maple brown butter? We didn't make any brown butter. When do I make the maple browned butter? All right, so apples, we're gonna add that because it's foaming. This pan's not correct. It's not wide enough to let the apples, I'm gonna have to massage them a little bit. Let's get the sugar, cinnamon, and salt. So, a teaspoon of sugar. Should have used brown sugar. That's cool. Some cinnamon, not much. That was probably too much. Fine sea salt. I don't think these apples are gonna pop because we didn't actually make any brown butter. That smells good. All right, cook until soft and translucent, about 10 minutes. Yeah, this is interesting because I was thinking in my head I was gonna make brown butter, let it cool. That should have been the first step, right? To let that cool and solidify. So there's no brown butter in this. I don't even feel like there's enough sugar or cinnamon on these. I mean, I have to amp it up. Let me taste this. I want some brown sugar, yeah. If I'm going off the book. If I would have thought about the brown butter situation, I would have went completely off script. I'm a little bit disappointed I didn't catch that, but, that's okay. It's soft and translucent. I don't know if I even like how that tastes. Oh, there's gonna be the maple syrup added to this, so let me wait. So basically, I'm gonna add maple syrup and vinegar, 150 grams of syrup. Let me get that weighed out. Okay, those look nice. 150 grams of organic amber. Where's this from? Where is this from? Product of US and Canada, so they made a blend. Vermont. and Canada probably. There we go. Bam. How much vinegar? 2 tablespoons. So these look pretty soft and translucent. So we're going in with our syrup. Okay. I don't know about this. I don't know. But what I do know is if I don't like how it tastes, I'll just add more sugar to it until it tastes like sugar. That's pretty much a theory here. All right, so that's gonna bubble up. This some British shit. This some British shit, bro. And like low key, I should have read this shit before I picked this recipe. Cause I could have came in prepared to say I ain't doing none of that dumbass shit. But anyway, sorry. Don't be offended. I'm sorry about that, guys. I respect you. All right, we're gonna curdle some milk. Do I mix it maybe? And what? It's just supposed to do some shit now? Set aside. Because that's weird. And then I think this is not thick enough. I'm gonna add some golden syrup to this. Ooh, that's what I'm gonna do. Hold on. That doesn't feel thick enough to me. We're gonna add some golden syrup off the record again, but that tasted good, so. Yeah, that doesn't feel thick enough, so I'm gonna have to let that thicken a little bit more. It says a minute or so. Nah, you gotta blast that to get it thick. So I'm gonna let that go a little bit longer. I've never made pancakes by using vinegar and milk like this, so I don't know what's up with that. Maybe I should as a baker, but that, you know. All right, so praline. Okay, it's pretty much there. I think it still needs a minute. It's hard though. Let's see. Still with spatula. Boy. Oh, look at that. Yeah, that's dope. I'm gonna get that over here. Okay, look at that. Look how dope that is. Look at that, huh? Okay, so that's pretty cool. Pretty cool part of the recipe here. This is dope. All right, but now I'm gonna make a paste out of it. So I don't think that's dope. I think that's weird. I think this was a lot of work to get this, to just blitz it. I don't really understand that. But, so what I gotta do with it is break it apart into the bowl. So this is still thickening, by the way. I'm gonna let this continue to thicken because I don't think it's thick enough. Plus, we talking about brown butter. So if you're talking about brown butter and you never browned any butter, then that's kind of bullshit. I'm like turning on this recipe, man. At first I was like, yeah, this is dope. And I'm like, at what point are we browning the butter? So I have to, I mean, there wasn't even enough butter in there for all them apples. Should I add more butter? Yeah. Because like, I'm not gonna get a brown butter flavor. Where's the brown butter? Where's the brown butter flavor? You know? So, whatever. Maybe I'm being picky. So I'm gonna say this, man. I mean, I've been doing what, 45 minutes of work, and I still haven't even made the pancake batter. That's crazy shit. But you can make this the night before. The night before Mother's Day, you prep all this bullshit. Sorry. Blitz this into a paste, and then put it into a small bowl with 75 grams of butter, mashed together with a fork. Oh, is this like the brown butter? Maybe that's how they're trying to get to that flavor profile. So this feels like it's thickening up a little bit, but I want to go a little more. That's okay. All right, we're gonna break this apart. Oh, that's nice. That's nice. That's nice. That's really nice. That's really nice. Taste it. Oh, that's good. They should not say this is an optional step. There is no way that this is optional. This is mandatory. This is a mandatory step because this is delicious. They said to reserving a couple people. So I got to serve how many people?
7
That should be good. Okay, and I add vanilla. That's looking nice. Now I just wonder how it tastes. Vanilla. Ooh, what's this? Extract, nano paste. Ooh, it smells potent though. I'll just add a splash of that in there. So these are looking pretty much, oh yeah, I think these are ready to just cool. All right, remove from heat. Well, that was pretty cool. It's not quite a paste, it's more crumbly. This was, you know, you bake this to just turn it into this, you know? I think that's as good as I'm gonna get it. I mean, it's not a paste. Maybe if I had some vanilla bean paste, it would be more pasty, but I guess, you know, it's pasty-ish. It's crumbly, really.
5 to 7 minutes, that took 10 seconds.
Well, but this is some kind of spaceship contraption. So I think like maybe if you were a normal person, you might be, but I mean, this is ridiculous, this thing. I mean, this is absurd, that thing. Gotta get me one of them. 75 grams of butter. I know it says 75 grams of butter, but I'm gonna just put in the 113. It's like, I mean, it's butter. It's butter. Ooh, yeah, that butter is not ready. Shit. Okay, that's okay. It's okay. I think at this point, now that it's got the sesame on it, I got no choice but to just ride with it. I also chose a bowl that was too small, so I'm gonna just upgrade the bowl so I have some more room to maneuver. There we go. Sorry for the extra dish. That's fucking good though. It might not be brown butter, but Mom's gonna be happy with that. That's a good ass apple. So we're gonna do it like that. This is a very strangely roundabout way to go about making basically a compound butter. That I had to bake the whole thing and crumble it up. But I guess when you bake it, you caramelize it and you toast the sesame seeds and all that kind of thing. So maybe it makes sense. So this goes in between each pancake short stack, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, so that's getting set aside. So now we have our milk. We're gonna add some eggs, egg whites, vanilla, and melted butter, and whisk into then the dry ingredients. Do not overmix. Da, 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 da. Set aside to rest and thicken. Okay, so the batter is gonna sit, thicken. Okay, good, great. This is now it's time to business. All right, it's time to get to business here. So 2 eggs and 1 egg white. Bloop. Okay. vanilla melted butter. Oh shit, 70 grams. Eyeball that. 113 divided by 2 is basically 70. Not really, but that's 50. That's 15. That's 70. So it doesn't say to cool the melted butter. It doesn't say cooled. Does it say melted? It doesn't say cooled. So I hope this shit don't blow up in my face because it got the vinegar or something. You know what I'm saying? This is like a very awkward situation here to properly whisk, but I'm figuring it out. There we go. There we go. You already know what it is. Oh shit, got a little carried away there. So that's cool. Boom. And now we make the batter, and we're basically kind of done, besides cooking them, which is the easy part, right? So we're gonna get a little bowl, another bowl. Damn, sorry, I used so many bowls here. All right. These were all, so this was the flours weighed, plain self-rising, caster sugar 40. All right, so we need,
That's the self-rising.
oh, shit. I'm just double checking you. You know, just in case you hear me that it was caster sugar, how much? We got 40 grams. Of your boy. That would be 290. Okay. Sea salt. I should probably, so it says a 3/4 teaspoon. Baking powder, baking soda, 1/2 teaspoon soda. You feel me? 1/2 teaspoon soda. You feel me? 1 3/4 powder. 1 3/4 powder. That's what's up. That's it. Let me double check. You heard me? Had the milk and vinegar sitting. You heard me? Had the flour, both flour, sugar, salt, powder soda. You heard me? Had the egg white. You heard me? Ooh, the vanilla extract. Okay, I had the melted butter. All right, and when is the vanilla extract going in? That was supposed to go in when I whisked it. No problem. So we're gonna add a little. There we go. A little brecon. All right, so this also needs to get whisked. Use a whisk to fold in ingredients. Does that even, this is a disaster. But not really, it's actually great. I mean, these might be the best pancakes I've ever made. All the time I'm taking to do this shit. And that's what you gotta do for mothers, you know what I'm saying? Mother's Day brunch, you gotta put in that work, put in that time. Oh, that's creamy. Oh, yeah. We're almost there. Huh? Almost there, you hear me? We're almost there. We absolutely crushing this recipe, too. By the book, except for a couple, you know what I'm saying, the brown sugar and the golden syrup and the apples. I had to spice them up a little bit. Speaking of spice, I mean, the apples aren't even spiced, really, just a little bit of cinnamon. We should have had a little cardamom. We should have had a little, but we didn't. All right, so this is cool. It's not lumpy, and they want us to let that rest for 5 minutes so that it can thicken up a little bit. So we're gonna do that. Boom. Okay. Okay. Probably put too much butter in that motherfucker. Yeah, I don't know about the ring. This would take forever if I did it, unless there was another identical ring. The thing about the ring is you gotta cook it to where when I pull that up, it don't spill. So now I'm facing this situation where I have to cook it pretty thoroughly before I can remove the ring and start the second one. But yeah, oh yeah, this ain't gonna work. I mean, I think it will work, but it's like, it's gonna take a minute. But you know what I'll do? I'll taste this one, right? And then the other ones I'm gonna cook. So now I'm gonna actually I'm gonna just start cooking the other one. It's like, is it really worth it? You know what I mean? Because it's not even perfect. So now we're gonna test it up against this, where I'm just going straight on the pan, which I would say is gonna be the way. Let's do it, make sure. That's way easier, right? And then we just got a slightly bigger pancake. It'll be easier to cook. However, you know, like, is that too big? Will it be thick enough, right? Okay, that's gonna have to probably be the way for sure. But this was cool. This is a cool idea, but fuck that. Straight up. I ain't doing that shit. We ain't really about to be about that life. Not worth it, you know. It didn't really pop the way I thought it would. So we don't want to overcook it. We need a little, do you have a cake tester? All right, so that's the test. Now we got to rock. Oh shit, this shit is getting kind of fucked up. I ain't about to fuck up pancakes, am I? You know what I mean? Nah, this is straight. So how does this shit taste? These British pancakes. So some of this butter. Put some of that on there real quick. Nice. Some apple. Get another fork for the apple real quick. Or a spoon, whatever. I'm gonna eat it like a taco. This is gonna be my little pancake taco, my little breakfast. Here we go. That's how I should serve them up too, like tacos. Okay. Put a little syrup on this. A little golden syrup. Some of the crunch. Let's see how that works. That's fire. Come on, bud. Now flipping this. Should I attempt it? We ain't got that kind of time for me to fuck up right now. There we go. No. It's fucking good. I mean, you know, this is getting stuck in the teeth a little bit. It is getting stuck in the motherfucking teeth, so I don't know. I don't know if I'm gonna serve it. You know, oh, yeah. That's like clumped up in the teeth real bad. We're gonna pound that out into a dust, definitely, after I fire off more of these pancakes. That's feeling good. Pancake's one of them things that's like, I'm pretty sure it's done. As it sits, it can continue to kind of cook a little bit, so I don't want to overcook them. Nice. Some nice looking pancakes. I don't know about this technique with the vinegar and all that shit though, just to make a pancake. I'll tell you that. But, or even like self-rising flour. Like why are we using like a small amount of self-rised flour and then also using baking soda, baking powder, and AP flour? I'm like, you know what I'm saying? Like, do we really need to do that? I don't think so. But you know, like the pancake tastes good. Yeah, it tastes great. But do we need to do all that shit? We just made the pancakes. I'm about to bring them to the crew, you know what I'm saying? We're about to chat it out. First and foremost, these are phenomenal pancakes, right? And I gotta go back and highlight that. The second thing is, you're talking about impressing your friends and family. It could be your wife, it could be your mother. Look, if you make pancakes in a simple way from the box with some syrup, they will be more than happy and delighted with your efforts. A good pancake goes a long way. Now, if you go above and beyond and you make these pancakes, she will remember you forever for these pancakes. She will remember these pancakes forever. Whoever eats these pancakes will remember them for a long time because they are quite unique. All right, warm those sesame seeds. All right, crush that brittle. Make a brittle paste. All right, because here's the thing. Here's the thing. Warm those sesame seeds. Make your brittle paste. And don't brown your butter and make the apple. Or brown the butter and make the apple. I'll tell you this. Yes. These are really, really, really great pancakes. And whilst I found some of the steps to be ridiculous, brunch in and of itself is ridiculous. So I would argue that a good pancake is probably the best thing you could give someone at brunch. It's one of the best things you could give someone on Mother's Day. It's one of the best gifts that can come out of a kitchen on this occasion. So
Just don't expect it more than once a year.
just don't hell no. Yeah, be careful. Just keep the yellow box for the other days. But this is the yellow box. This is the special day pancakes.
Dare I say the Mother's Day pancake?
This is the Mother's Day pancakes. I have a lot of thoughts about it. You heard a lot of it while I was doing it. But if you're making these pancakes, just do your own thing, man. Make it like a taco. Serve it as a stack. Tastes pretty good. I try one. It's your boy. Holla at your boy.